Daniel and I decided to head out on a 5-day wild camping adventure. As it was going to be fair weather, we felt we would have a great time, and it was an opportunity for us to spend some time together without the kids. We began the trail full of enthusiasm, energy and excitement, but little did we know it would turn out to be one of the most difficult, challenging, traumatic and dangerous experiences of our lives. We severely underestimated the weather conditions and were woefully unprepared for it. We did not plan for the lack of shade throughout the trail and were left exposed to the heat for 12 to 14 hours a day. We didn't plan for the lack of shops to purchase refreshments or fluids and had to rely on my knowledge of map reading to find water sources, which some had dried up. Throughout these videos you will see, where we didn't, the telltale signs of heat exposure, heat stroke and exhaustion were clearly visible, but we didn't see them until I was struck down with all of them 2,500 feet up a mountain, miles from anywhere, and only each other to rely on to get me through a night of violent vomiting and back on my feet and well enough to get back to the safety of civilization. That may sound extreme, but when you experience it yourself, it was one hell of a frightening experience. Welcome to the Cumbria Way.
So we're not looking forward to this. Don't want to lose this mind, do you? But what a day today. Just look forward to tomorrow now. Tomorrow's the big one. Red Nova State Park. We'll get where we're going eventually, but at the moment it's just too bloody hot to move. So we have said that we're going to take our time. Awful, my feet are in agony. But Christ, it's hot. Good morning, campers. Didn't sleep very well again.
Birds are noisy.
Yeah, birds are noisy little bastards, they are. But yeah, that's nature for you. I've had a headache yesterday afternoon and all night, so I need to sort that out. We're going to nip into Keswick this morning and get some supplies, aren't we?
Yeah.
Running out of gas, so I need some more gas. And we're going to nip up to Greg's, get some pasties and stuff, aren't we, for today?
Yeah.
The plan is to get up onto High Pike today and camp up there. It's going to be another hot day, so we're really taking our time today. We're going to take it really, really slow. And yeah, so get up to High Pike. It's probably going to be a late one today. So yeah, we're going to just chill for it. We're not moving from this spot. It's about 8:30 because it's only a couple of miles into Keswick from here. So we're really taking our time, aren't we?
Yeah, we deserve it.
yeah. So we'll see in a bit. That's where we camp for the night. So as you always say, leave no trace, take your rubbish home, make it look like you were never there. We're going to head that way into Keswick.
Yeah.
We left camp feeling lethargic, exhausted, dehydrated and slightly malnourished. Our management of calories had been poor. We had severely underestimated the trail, and with the heat only making things worse. We knew we had a tough day ahead, but with the migraine I was suffering with, the many blisters causing me excruciating pain with every step, every single inch we walked was a huge battle, and we had no idea how bad it would get. Yeah, there's there's Cat Bells, part of the Newlands Horseshoe. I'll pop a link up here for that video that we did.
Brutal.
Yeah,
Brutal.
it was. Hello. No.
Me time here in the silence and freeze.
I've just left Keswick. My feet are in absolute agony. I've got about 9 blisters, I think, but my feet are permanently on fire. So I'm in a lot of pain at the moment. It's hot again, and we're really suffering. So see you in a bit. Right, at the top of there now. I know I look daft, but it's bloody hot. I just need some shade. I'm just going to sit here for half an hour or so. I'm not going to show you my feet because they're absolutely disgusting. I can see about 9 blisters. A couple of them are popped and it just looks awful. My feet are in agony. But Christ, it's hot. So I'm just going to sit here for a bit and just rest before we carry on.
Keep
The climb up from Keswick had taken its toll. We were exhausted and unsure as to how much further we could walk. Time was running out, and so were we. Our enthusiasm, motivation and morale was severely diminished, and with no respite from the heat of the sun, we felt beaten. After a longer than usual stop, we mustered the energy to get going again. But the clock to failure had already started, but we had absolutely no idea. Oh my God, it's clouding over.
We wish.
Shit. By now, we knew we were really struggling and beginning to feel very vulnerable. We were at our limit, and the sun was not letting up, but we had to keep going. Bloody hard this in this heat. Oh, it's absolutely killing me. And you, isn't it, babe? So hot, even the wind's hot. You know. Oh dear God. That climb up from Keswick to Skiddaw was just brutal beyond belief. Yeah. But yeah, let's keep going. There was only one thing to do. Keep putting one foot in front of the other. But as I said, the clock was ticking. I was getting worse. My legs were becoming unsteady and weak. My balance was starting to become compromised. So we had to stop again. Hey, just stopped again.
Oh my goodness.
It's hot. Too hot. We'll get where we're going eventually, but at the moment it's just too bloody hot to move. So we have said that we're going to take our time, and the later it gets in the day, the cooler it'll get.
and the easier the walking will be able to walk. So we're just putting out the cop, and we're saving the climb up to Lingy Hut and High Pike till about 5-6 o'clock tonight, when the sun's going down a bit. It's not as hot, and we should be able to get up there, shouldn't we? Without destroying ourselves. But yeah, we're just sat looking at this stunning valley. I'm just going to chill for about half an hour, I think, before we crack on. It's quite treacherous through here. The path's really narrow and there's some really steep drops there, so we just have to be careful. That's why we're stopping. But yeah, see you in a bit.
So we picked ourselves up and just kept on going.
Skiddo just there. Nothing here, is there? Yeah, we're just at Skiddo House. We were told you could get refreshments here, but like a scene from American Werewolf in London, there's nobody here. Ah well, never mind, eh? Just gonna have a sit down then for 5 minutes, I think. Our path is here. Follow this down all the way around that one, around the back of that one, around that one, and then behind this, then up to High Pike there.
We haven't included the footage from here to protect my dignity, but what I can say is I was overcome with dizziness, nausea and confusion, to the point that I didn't know where I was or why I was there. The night was spent in the tent here, violently vomiting, shivering and being confused. Danielle did her best to look after me and had hoped my memory returned because she had no idea how to get us down. The next morning we packed up and hiked the 5 miles into Colbeck, managed to get a lift into Carlisle from a lovely lady we had met earlier on the trail. I called her our trail guardian angel. We had to book a hotel because the trains were on strike. I was still very poorly, so dragged myself into bed and was looked after by Danielle, and we returned home the next morning. Experience up on that hill was one of the most frightening experiences of my life, and it's certainly one I wish to forget. We may have fallen just short of the finish line, but for us, it felt like a win. We had endured some of the toughest physical and mental obstacles we had ever come across. What had we learned from the trail? We'd learned that we are capable of so much more. We had pushed ourselves and our bodies to limits we never knew we could, and made it through to the other side. Mother Nature had thrown everything she could at us, and we have faced it head on and conquered it. Our relationship had faced its toughest test ever, and we had come through the other side stronger and closer than ever before. We had to rely on each other. We had to look after each other as well as ourselves. We had to keep each other safe, and we did that. We drew on every feeling we had for each other. We loved, reassured and comforted each other when things got tough. Without that, we would not have made it through. Absolutely stunning.
Cumbria Way sign, Langdale's that way.
I think you need to get to destination in one piece rather than flooring it and being a bit of an idiot.
Oh, come on. I know. You saying hello or not? Hey?
second bottle of electrolytes, isn't it? So keeping it before. But what do you reckon, bud? It says
It's hot though.
it's hot though.
Is that why?
It's bloody hot out here. Sensations. Barbecue beef teriyaki. Ooh, really nice.
Living out in the wild for multiple days gives you the sense of what life without walls is like. You see things, do things, pass through magical places you never knew existed, and have experiences you can't get anywhere else. You feel free, liberated, free of the shackles of modern life. This experience is reserved for the few who are brave enough to step out of that comfort zone and voluntarily expose themselves to feelings of vulnerability. It is an adventure of a lifetime, and one that will live long in the memory.
I like waterfalls. And it's so cool. Is that your waterfall? Yeah.
The Cumbria Way will be one memory we will remember with mixed feelings. We will remember how us as a couple grew stronger and closer. We will remember it for the struggles we faced, the mental and physical battles we fought, and when all is said and done and the scars have healed, the memory of the Cumbria Way National Trail will remain strong. It is where our relationship became stronger, where our resilience grew and will remain in our hearts forever.
It's like a bungee jump that.
Thank you so much for watching. We will see you again soon.
So welcome back to this bug-infested sweatbox. And here's my wonderful wife's way of getting up hills. No. Beep, beep, beep. Caution. Wife reversing.